Okay, we're back. Let me fix something because now my idle animation thingy is a little bit big. Yeah, I'm back. There we go. That's looking better, right? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Streamlabs doesn't seem to be able to work with me very well. Um, yeah, I'm trying to use that software, but it's too heavy apparently for my machine. So let's see. OBS should be better. Oh, that's a good idea, Half Moon. I will. Good thing I have water ready. Thank you very much. And yeah, there's what I was saying before. I made some changes to the stream. There's some things that I wanted to try out, and I made custom icons for people who subscribe, different types. If you subscribe for longer, you get different icons, different colors, and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys will like that. And yeah, I can see in the stream whoever has that on. So did some work on that. Was fun to do. It's nice to change the stream a little bit, but also that's why I was using Streamlabs desktop, because Streamlabs desktop has integration for the chatbot and everything, and it doesn't seem to work if I do it here. I don't know. Maybe it will work now. I don't know. I just turned them on and see what happens, because uh, it helps basically, because I then I don't have to type in the chat, hey, you can subscribe, and did you know you can use that using Amazon Prime, blah 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 blah, it's for free. I don't want to have to do that. That's too much work. All I want to do is stream. So yeah, there's some things that I've been working on. So yeah, what I was just doing before, it was pretty clear that Streamlabs desktop was a bit too heavy for my software. Was I was fixing the animations, and yeah, I'm able to move. Hi AZ, thank you for joining. It's starting to fill up a little bit. That's nice. Feels more of a room. I like it. Yeah. So what I was doing just before Streamlabs was giving me a bit of a hard time. I changed animation, and what I figured out before is that uh, my first frame was still on the old animation. So that was a bit of a problem because of that. The first part of the animation was a big item, and then it became smaller. Now I'm trying to figure out what the exact size was, so I can maybe scale it to the same size. Because the other young Gaia was a bit smaller than the old one. So the run animation, as you can see, if I now start to run, is bigger. And I will call that an undocumented feature. It's not a bug. I just go bigger when I walk. But that is something that has to be fixed. Um, we're gonna have to figure out the correct size and then size it accordingly. And what I've been doing last time during my birthday stream, which is already almost 2 weeks ago, I feel like I'm getting old right now, is trying to fix this chain. It's already looking 10 times better than it did before, right? Because it was just curling up and it looked really terrible. And right now, at least it's more or less more or less a bit more straight. I think I will leave it as it is for now, because there's a different type of joints that you can use. There's hinge joints, there's fixed joints, there's character joints, there's I don't know, there's like 5 different types of joints, and I think what I'm going to try to do next time is the fixed joint to see if that might be a solution to my bridge, because I would feel it has to be between 2 fixed points, and it shouldn't move between that. But I do think, and I will have to screenshot this later, I do think that the distance is different. I think there is like um, maybe like a few millimeters less, and that's why it starts to curve. Because I made sure that the points stay more or less the same. They're not allowed to rotate too much. They're not allowed to go too far apart. And for some reason, it still bends, and it shouldn't. But yeah, I'm going to need more chains than just one. So not to focus too much time on just doing this one. I figured we should have a better option. And I also have to do, I forget that all the time, stream labels, because otherwise we don't see the latest additions. We should just see the ones that were in my files. Just give that a few seconds to load, and then it should show the latest subscriber and everything as it actually is. You don't need to see that screen though, that's not necessary. You will see it update there in the bottom. Real life in the way. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've not been able to do anything the past few, I don't know, weeks. Um, and it really hurts sometimes. I want to do more, but I can't. It's it is what it is, basically, right? We do what we can with the limited time that we have, and that's gonna have to be it, right? I hope that my see, there you go. There's a you also see now that I need a little bit more space between those things. It's it's not big enough. Now things are overlapping. The latest subscriber is Bram VNL, which doesn't fit, so I have to fix this. And maybe I should make a higher bar so those things can actually fit. Because the latest donation is also out of the frame. Should be able to see that at least. That was unexpected game dev. Thank you again. Very much appreciated. And as you can tell, I need a new laptop, so any donation is always welcome. I don't want to beg for it, but yeah, there's stuff that I really need. I've already tried to get that from my systems administrator at the Rubicon where I work, but so far no luck. I'm trying, but if I can't, I probably have to one day go for my own new uh, machine. Hopefully, I will get it. Have money doing alright currently. Learning the sequencing for in-game cinematics, also implementing the system to make environments destructible. That really does sound cool. Now that I'm doing this anyway, let me try and make a screenshot so I can actually see if there's a difference in the height. And then stop it. Yep, the print screen. Will not check it now, but I can check it later. And I see that Streamlabs still works. That's nice. At least that now I don't have to type myself, which is very nice. Oh. But we did some bug fixing already today, and I'm pretty happy with that. So let's see how far we get today. I was wondering maybe I will do some pixel art again today, because you guys seem to like when I do pixel art, even though I know shit about how to do it properly. Let me try and make you guys happy, right? Because if you like it, then I do it. But that being said, um, I need to still fix Gaia's height and size. So 1.4 apparently is not it. 1.5 maybe. Let me see. Still bigger. She's like twice the size or something. I hope not. That's insane. I know she grows fast, but she shouldn't grow that fast when she's running. I think even more. 1.8. And that's, my friends, how you make somebody taller without actually having to grow. Let me put her a bit higher. She's now not on the floor. Still bigger, Jesus. How big is she? might have to look into Streamlabs a little bit because I don't mean to spam you guys with all this stuff, but I have to figure out the timing a little bit better. So far, it's not great, but I'm doing my best. Let me put it at 2. I don't know what is making her so big. She should be just 64 pixels, but for some reason this height is totally off. She's so big in her other animations. Oh my goodness, I don't want her to be that big. I don't think that's correct. If she's that big, then she's too big for the bridge. She's just a 4.5-year-old. She should not. No, I'm not going to put her at 2. I'm just going to put her back at 1, and I'll fix the other animation parts. Let me see, because how big is that? She should be above the railing. She doesn't have to be above that, though. I think that's a better size. Also has to be a bit logical, no, at the bridge, because that bridge is pretty big, but not huge. But it should not be that she gets to the halfway to the bridge. She's not that high. Um, so I have to see about the size of the other ones. So we have Gaia run. Let me see. Her size should be okay though. Um, how do I change the size of an animation though? Because I'm not changing her size. So why on earth is my animation changing size? Here I cannot say how big she is. Ah, that's where it goes wrong. That should probably fix it. Now she's as big as the other ones is. Should be at least. Hello, there you go. So again, she's back to being pretty big. And now her capsule collider is probably wrong again. Let me see that. Yeah. That is not exactly where she is, right? And yes, she's a thin girl, but she needs a little bit more space for the legs. Basically there. I want her colliding with everything, so like this should be good. Now let's see if there's a change between her running and normal. No, that looks like it's better. There we go. Fixed another bug today. Guys, we're going really well. I think her run animation might be a bit too fast. Something we can also have a look at. And I still think that her size is too much. She's too big. I can change that to maybe 0.6. Let me see how big that is. Okay. Doesn't feel very fluent, but that's also because I'm streaming, so it makes it a bit harder to see if she is running too fast. I think her run speed is too high, that's for sure. So in her script, let me see the player movement script. We can check the variables. By the way, if you don't know this, you can group these things, right? So you can put a header above those things. So it's a little easier to find um, your parameters that you are actually looking for, but I think the move speed can be more like a 3. My gravity skill might also be too much. I'm still configuring these things. I think that looks already a little bit better. How is her jump? Looks okay to me. Okay, so that's the first few things out of the way. Not too bad. We're doing pretty good today. So, um, what do you guys think? Should I maybe work on getting a better ground? Because for now, I find this ground to be a little bit too easy or something. I'm gonna have to maybe find some reference points of the actual uh, reference images of how it looks, the side of the water in Amsterdam, and then maybe try to imitate that a little bit by using pixel art. What do you think? If you want me to do that, then I'll maybe switch to doing pixel art again. Um, I think the amount of messages you guys are getting is a bit high, right? Can edit them a little bit. Uh, I'll put this one at, let's say 30 minutes or 45, 35. Yeah, 35 minutes. And that one can be 25 or something. Just hope they don't overlap and you get like 5 messages at the same time. That would not be so nice either. Well, anyway, I made some changes. The question is, what would I like to create? Yes, what I would like to create is a first level that looks like Amsterdam. Well, that's too easy to just say it like that. Yeah, what I would like to create is something that looks a lot more like. Let me look up a picture because I'm absolutely not the greatest pixel artist in the world, as you already know that I say that every time. Uh, and a lot of you might not agree, but I do. And since I'm the one doing the pixel art, I can say about me whatever I want. And I do that. So let me look at an image so I maybe can bring that into the view. Because Amsterdamse grachten are pretty, but it's a little hard to make everything look like that. So I do want to get as close as possible to it though. So let me open save the image as, and then I'll drop that into the stream so you guys can see what I mean. So let me go to the downloads here. Yeah, it's fast. No, it's not. Anyway, this is very small, so you cannot really see much, but you get the picture, right? This is a lot less clean um, as my own floor. You know, when you're walking on something, it shouldn't necessarily be super clean. I want it to look like the dirt and the little bit of specks on it, like there's algae on the walls. and all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm still learning how to make tile sets. I'm terrible at that, so maybe I'll just at the beginning update what we have to make a little bit more variation, so we have different ones. I'm not 100% sure if I want to do it like that, but I might, because I need it to look more like what it is. And then one of the foreground elements will probably be one of those boats here, as you see here, and maybe here, some of those little boats. But that's also why I wanted a water reflection. So as you can see here, you have a beautiful reflection in the water of all those little houses with the different styles, the different tops, the everything like that, the trees, everything is reflecting beautifully into the water. And that's what I want to make it look like, if I can. But yeah, like Pippi Longstocking said, I've never done it, so I'm sure I can. Um, and I will do it. It will take time though, because I am really still not good at this, at tiling and stuff like that. So I probably better find a better picture that's a little bigger of the canals, because this is way too small. Cannot see anything on it, and I wanted to use it basically as a reference so I can um, work on this a little better. So open the image. Let's see. Yeah, that has a pretty good look. Let me show you guys. Look, you see the difference? I'm sure you see the difference, but that is what I mean. These details, and I will have cars and bicycles and stuff like that. These details are what actually will make the look of the game. If this, if I can nail that look, I think I got a game. Because then people will actually recognize it and see that this is Amsterdam, and yeah. So that is what I think I should try to create, and um, it can be zoomed in a little bit more so that basically means that I cannot zoom in like that, can I? No, just like the zooming of the browser. I mean, you're closer to it, so it's not so strange if you see more wall. That is fine, but you see that this is dirty. Nothing on these walls is clean. It will never be clean. That's Amsterdam. And also you see that there's a little bit of a slope where we will walk. So I probably will have to wait, make that too, right? So this is the area where we will walk. And probably my character will be somewhere in the middle. So that is something I have to think about as well. And yeah, that's something that bothers me because I'm not great at these things. But I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna have to have a look at it. So there we go. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Maybe we should make a reference image here and put that on the bottom. So yeah, let me add a new reference layer from file, not from here, but from the downloads. Why is my downloads? No, local disk, this PC. Oh, that's fun. I don't know what the file name was of that last file that I downloaded. Okay. Um, don't think it was called Amsterdam. Probably not something that cool. Let me look that up. I'll be right back. Uh, Staycation. Okay. There we go. Now we have that as a background reference image. It's a bit weird that it's so small because I downloaded something that was bigger, I think. Let me open it. Yeah, it's much bigger. For some reason, it makes it super small. Maybe that's because of the. You know what? Let's do it different. Don't save. Open file. I'll just not open it as a reference file, but just open it to have it next to what I'm actually going to create so that I can see the difference. So yeah, it means I will probably also have to make cars and boats and other objects that I want to put in front of this and lamps and oh, I have so much work to do. Oh my god. Okay, let me figure this out because um, this ground that we're walking on should be less than 64 pixels, I guess, because 64 pixels is how big she is, and she's taller than that. Okay, I'm not sure about this. Let me do 64 by 64, and then uh, how was that again? View tiled mode, tiled in x-axis. There we go. Then view grid. I think we can do that. Grid, grid settings. 64 by 64. Then we can actually draw in the middle and it will see the same in the other ones. And now I know I can put them side by side, but how do I do that again? Like this, I guess? Uh, nope. What was that? Like that? Yeah, there you go. So much to learn every time. So I can zoom into that a little bit and I can do some color picking based on this. I want to make it a lot more like that. That was not color picking. Basically that. Or maybe, let's see. Let's put this color as the main color that I'm going to be using. Can I just get this palette to be gone? This is too much. I want my sprite there. Okay, there we go. I want that one to have that color. So I want to have like a top line of that. So let's put like this. That's my top line, right? And I will have like a highlight on top of that because this also has like a highlight. Let's put it like that. Go back to my sprite. I want to add this color. There we go. And it should still look a little bit like bricks, but not 100%. Doesn't have to be exactly like bricks. If you don't see that from far away that it's bricks, that's fine with me. Um, so the original brick color would be more or less like that. That I could imagine to be like a brick color. So that should probably be the base of this entire thing. So let's see if I could just fill it like that. And then I should work on detailing, right? So because that's like moss, I will go with like colors like that. And I wish I could like freeform it like some people do, because people can just draw and they go like, it looks super good. If I do that, I don't think it really becomes what I want. But let's try it. too wild, Max. Don't go too wild. Yeah, they will have several colors, of course, because if I have just one, then it will look like crap. We'll have highlighting, detailing, and whatever. So I think most of the top part should be that darker color, like as a contrast. And from what I've learned from a lot of those very good pixel art artists is that you need to put the highlights in between that. At least I think I learned to make it look a little bit more interesting and dynamic. Somehow I feel like I did all these colors already, but I didn't. And if you then think of the fact that you're going to have to do this for this entire block to make it look interesting, poof, that's a lot of work. And it's just a few tiles. Sometimes I really wish I had a tablet for this. I think that would make my life a heck of a lot easier because you just can draw wherever you see. But since I don't, I don't. You guys still here? Feel so quiet today. Hope I haven't lost you with my terrible pixel art. Kind of hoping it will start to look like something. Sometimes I find that preview window really useless. I have to zoom out myself to see if it looks like anything at all. Because you have also some actual dark areas, like basically that one. I guess I can make that like a line here. Okay. I was just having a look at the users in the chat. There was one username that was extremely long. No idea if this person is actually there or is the bot or something, but it was the longest name I've seen in the chat ever. So kind of interesting. I guess that line could go maybe like up all the way. Or that's too much. It should not be one color. Also, does it? No, it doesn't go through. It doesn't. does seem like there's a second line here, right? Yeah, there's a line. Could make that also. So then you have like a brick line in which it's even more dirty, and then at the bottom of this the entire thing, you will have another line, but a thick one. Say, but this can, I will do that later. I will have like a gradient going down. This does that fill to also have like a gradient version? Yes, it does, right? There we go. So I would like to use that to make a fill here between two colors, but how do you do that? I don't know how this is. That's not a gradient to me. How do you make a gradient then? Should have two colors, right? Anyway, already we have a little bit more of an idea of what this is going to be. This is going to be against the waterline, basically. So as you can see here in this image, that's pretty dark, right? It's going to get a little lighter to the top, and then it has basically like, I would say almost a very light line on top of it, light green, and then it goes to bricks, more or less. So I'm trying to get to this feeling that you get here, and I'm not sure if I can, but I will try my best. I think that can be a 2-pixel line. And then I go one lighter than that. I'll just make that one line. And then even lighter than that. Okay. And the top part needs to be really filled in with some different colors. I'd almost say I would go like procedural noise here or something, but that's not exactly something that I can do. So I'll just go ape a little bit with the colors, see what I can make it. At least it's nice that now I don't have to draw that like 17 times to see if it actually works. It becomes tiled automatically this way, and that's rather nice. And I really had no idea I could do that before. And now that I know, I feel a little dumb. Like, where has this been all my life? Although my life in pixel art has not been so long. I don't think I've been doing that for more than a few months. Oop, nope, that's not where you're supposed to go. So, guys think this is starting to look like anything, or you think like, Jesus, dude, what the heck is this? Doesn't look like anything. Feel free to be honest. I'm sure if anyone would be like Acer Ash or Adam C. Eunice, they would probably burn everything I'm making right now. And rightfully so, most likely. It has some variations. It's okay-ish, I guess. Those colors will also have to come back in this part. This line probably doesn't need to be so incredibly strong. So probably we will get some holes in the line. Like you see here, that's more washed out. So I guess I can do that here too. But a little darker than that. Maybe like that. No, I didn't want to do that. Uh, some washed up parts that are not full. It's already looking a bit better. I would expect like maybe to have something like water. A bit bigger. Like what I would expect maybe is that there's something going like trickling down here. Then go a little bit smaller with a different, a little bit lighter color, like that goes here. So basically that's water damage to the wall. Can go even to the bottom, although the bottom doesn't seem to really have it in my image, so I might have to go just to there. Let's go back to 1 to have some detailing. Kinda liking what I have here. It's not great. But it's also not horrible. Let's put it to 3. We have a smaller one here, like going there. And because it's going through, I can make it like that. I seriously have no idea if this looks good to anyone. Just don't want to do everything one pixel at a time. You have some places where this will be a little bit thicker. I will not go with 3 pixels in size, that's too fast, so I like more like 2. And it's too blocky. Sometimes it's hard, because 2 pixels in size is not easy to make the details. You guys are a lot more quiet today. I have to get used to not talking to anyone but just myself. I mean, I know I can do that, but you must all be very busy today, which is fine. Oh, I didn't say that. Okay, then B, and let's go up again in pixel size to 3, and more like of course that's way too light, so I'm gonna add some contrast to that. No, nah, this looks like shit. There's some lighter spots here, but everyone's working hard. So you guys are just tuning in and not actually watching, which is fine. I'm glad you guys are here anyway. It still feels like I have you guys in my stream, even if I'm talking still to myself. I feel so schizophrenic every time I do, but it's okay. Not sure if this looks at all nice, but gonna have above this the street, so that's gonna be a bit more of a thing to create. It's gonna be quite interesting to see how that goes. So hmm, I do like those little things that come down. It might be a bit too strong still, but I do like that it breaks up the wall. And I think I'm gonna need to just go get a little bit more of a structure of tiles in here because they are still tiles, and then draw over that maybe to make it a little bit more interesting to see. So let me see if this is the, yeah, this should go on top later, but um, for some darker color lines. So okay. Um, if I look at this picture, I see also a lot of dark lines coming through. But I mean, if I'm gonna put in these kind of things as tiles, they will already look a lot more like a floor, I would say. And then this can become the foreground, and everything on top of this can be the actual floor where we walk. So, yeah, that would make it look a lot more interesting, I would say. But still, there's plenty more to do. Like drawing silly lines. By the way, I'm glad you're all working hard. That means you guys are getting progress too. And we all want progress, don't we? I know I do. I'm feeling very irresponsible. I'm not counting the size of the tiles. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to I wanted to draw a marquee to see how big that was. Should tell me, right? 10 by 4. That's already 11 by 4, but 10 by 4 would be here. Okay, so then my next one should start, oh, there, 10 by 4. Almost. I almost did it correct out of just the blue. 9 by 4. Gonna have to erase that one. Symmetrical has to be a thing. And I was so dumb that I don't know anymore where it is. Oh, I'm so dumb. So the line was going to be here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Has to go here. Does that make sense? I don't know. That is 10 by 4, so this must be smaller than 10 by 4. Yep, that is 4. No, 9 by 4. That means the line has to be there. Okay. Which is also not a very smart way to do it. I need to think of this a little bit better, because if I'm going to put them in 64-bit images, then of course I will not want them to be 10 pixels, because then it will not be repeating properly. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So if I want to make them the same size, I should have blocks of 8, more or less, not of 10. So, okay. Let me remove these lines. Do I have more? Was that it? Yes, I have one more. So of course I don't want it to be like starting right here. And by the way, this needs to go also there, because otherwise there's a hole. We don't like holes. I don't like holes. Let's put it like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put it like here. So that means this would be the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Or no, actually the total should be 8, right? The total should be 8. So there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know, very boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But otherwise, I will not get anything that tiles properly. And this should tile. And whatever I do inside of those is going to be fine. Can make make highlights, I can make dark lights, I can make everything I want here. That should be fine. And then I will actually be doing that. So the line would be here, that's okay. Hope I didn't lose you guys. I'm not used to the quiet, kind of stomach quiet, I guess. I get nervous that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be exactly here, and we don't have that, so that should be absolutely perfect. Great. So we have that line too. And this one we can make it again there. At least now we can borrow some of the lines, not all of them though. Because that one we don't have. This one will need some too. Exactly there. I'm not sure still about that bottom part. Looks a little bit like somebody took a dump. Oh, did he say that out loud in the stream? Did he say take a dump? Yes, I did. Sorry. I'm terrible. It is what it is. Kind of curious if that one will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that one. Figured. Hmm. Is that 8? Yep. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Last one. just outside of what you see. That one would just fall inside of what we see. So it should be that one. Okay, now we can start detailing those bricks, and then we can see what it will look like. Should I make these lines darker or not? That's the question. I think I shouldn't. I should put that on the inside of them. Like that or something. To make them have depth. Or is that just too much? Then they become too much depth, I guess. It's too much of a difference. They need to be darker, but not that much darker. And again, this is way too much dark. Can I remove that color? Yes. Okay, so a little darker, not much darker. There we go. No, wrong color. Talking about that one. A little darker, not much darker. Not sure yet, but we're going to keep going just to see what it looks like. I'm afraid I'm going to have another one of those clean walls, but I can still do something about that. Oh, and I see, I forgot a part. Because, yeah, we have a top line as well. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one does. Slide. And here also, just one pixel. I know it seems like nothing, but the devil is in the details, right? So, can I just leave stuff untouched? I think this is the quietest stream I've had. Then I'm checking because I missed this line. Almost done. Almost done, guys. I promise. One day I'll be good at this stuff. One day. And then you guys can say, I was there when he was learning. I saw him come and become great. Or you say, well, that guy sucked for all the time that I was watching him. And I wouldn't blame you either. So, how does this look, guys? This does look much more like an actual wall, right? An old wall, at least to me. Um, so, a little higher up there, we see like there's a metal going sideways there, which keeps cars and bikes from falling into the canal. I wonder if I want to draw that. I guess so. It is definitely foreground. And that would mean I need to make something look like metal. But with basically 1 pixel. I can do that, I guess. Can I? Need to figure the one that has the most look like metal. If you look from a distance, I can barely see it, but it is there. Definitely is there. By the way, Half Moon, thanks before for the reminder that I needed to drink, because I really, really forget easily. So yeah, I think I really want to have that thing there, that bar for the bikes and the cars not to go over the edge. That is funny because the people who live in Amsterdam will all be able to tell you that. Um, Before they had nothing like that, and many cars would end up in the water overnight. And I recently went on a tour with my wife when we had 1 day for ourselves, and we went to take a boat tour in Amsterdam. We didn't really do that together, at least. So we went to do that for once. And the guy steering the boat was telling everyone in the boat that before they would have overnight like at least 10 cars in the water. And that is insane to me. The fact that so many cars would drive in the water in one night blows my mind. So, I need something to look like metal, so a grayish one. Oh my god. This high? And maybe I want to have like a shine to it. That looks more maybe like a metal bar. I'm even thinking that this other color might be too silvery. I want it to have more like a bluish taint. That could work. That could really work. And then I want to make those connections to the ground, so let's go like that maybe. Copy that, paste that. Where did that go? I don't think I see it anymore. Ah, there he went. Was not where I expected it to be. Okay, there. So now we have something that keeps flowing. Does that look any good? Yeah, it kind of does. And then I think I might want to put one on top of that. Like that. Okay, that's looking a little bit like a fence. I I really do start to like this. I think this is better than the wall that I had before. So now I'm gonna see if I can make a little bit um, more dirt or something in this so it doesn't look so damn clean. Because yeah, this for sure is too clean. And we need it to be a bit dirtier. Maybe like some cracks or something in the bricks. Don't know if that will work. I don't think this looks nice. Not sure how I'm gonna do this yet. I should have a highlight in there too. No. Or break up some of the lines so they don't look so damn smooth anymore. Sorry guys, I have to check my phone for 1 second. Normally I'd never do that during stream, but okay. It may look like nothing right now, but I promise you that by the time I'm done with this, it will look a lot nicer. I will have a foreground tile also that will be behind this, so or a walking tile. So you will basically see this part here until the houses as something that will come here, and that will make it look a lot more interesting. Hopefully. Disclaimer: I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, so if it doesn't, don't be mad. But I do like that this repeats and somehow doesn't look like it is very much repeating. I can make some variations out of these, and then it probably will look even better than this. Also, I think, and this is just being, you know what I would need? And I know I have it in Photoshop, I don't know if you have it here, a smudge tool. That is what I would like. Like, I could just say, like, smudge it a little bit through so it doesn't look so damn clean. It would be so awesome. I don't think it has that, right? For example, this one, this tool. No, it's just a razor. Or does it? No, it has no other thing. What is that? Paint bucket, right? This would be nice if it just told me what it was. What is that? Contour tool. That. Tell me what this is. Come on. The mouse overs don't work. Blur tool. Then what is that? Can I make that smaller? Yes, I can. 5. Let's see what this does. That's actually more or less what I want. I don't want everything to be so damn smooth. So if I make it a little bit blurred, especially at the bottom of the wall, that's not so bad. I think that actually kind of works nice. Yeah, that looks much better. Learned a new tool again today. Hey, you guys, this is a successful stream. I'm happy. I'm happy. Let me add a layer. And which layer is this going to be? I'm going to put it behind this one. I always do this wrong. There we go. So layer 1 is what we have. Layer 2 is going to be behind that, I think. Can easily check that, of course. That's like tiles. There we go. Put that color in. Let's start drawing. If I draw here, yep, yeah, that's correct. That's what I want. So I'll like maybe put that like that, and then just fill it up first. And of course that looks like crap still, because it has no dimensions. And if I'm gonna start, yeah, I will have to look at this later. I don't have a good feeling yet on how to do that. But I can start with doing this. She can be walking on top of that already in front of the railing. So maybe if I just export one of them. So let's see, tile mode. we go. Export, export as, let me see. What should I call that thing? For all of the English that I know, I cannot find the word for gracht in English at the moment. Moat, I think. Ditch, no. Canal, yeah, let's put it canal. Let's call it like that. I know. I don't care much about at this moment for layers. So now I'm wondering where the heck I exported that to. Where is that? Wrong place. See, that's what I figured. I went wrong. Level decoration. Tile set, I guess. Not really. Let's call it level decoration. So, now that we have that, I think we're going to have to put everything a little closer to the water or just find a way to tile that later. And I can do that, of course. So the ground has the walls. Let's remove some of the walls because these walls are really big, right? They're not 64 by 64, I'm pretty sure. Um, so let's import one of the other ones. I have it here. Level decoration, where are you? There. It's not refreshed because it doesn't have to do that. Import new asset. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Jesus. Oh my goodness. I don't think I exported it at all. See, that's the thing I always forget. No, no need for the cake. Don't be here. Go away. Need this one, and it was there. I knew it. I just did it wrong before. 64. Mesh type full rect. Sprite mode is correct. Bilinear should be point. Apply. Kidoki. Oh, actually, it's pretty much the same height. That's not so bad. It's even higher. So let's take out the brick wall. Let's just put them all in not visible. There we go. Okay, now we'll Control D. Control D. By the way, if you're wondering how I just made it go like that, boom, that's holding Control is a snap mode. Like, boom, there you go. It's very nice because then you basically cannot go wrong. Right, so, of course, all of them have a box collider 2D, and I will need to have that too, and I'm going to have to edit that too. So let's add the component to all of them. I should have made a prefab, but I didn't, so it's also an easy way to do it. And as you can see that's why I need to edit this. The box collider is too high. We don't want the box collider to go there. We want to go the box collider to there. I don't think I can do that for all of them together. That would be awesome, but I don't think that works that way. Maybe it does. Still have to move them individually, but at least you can move them at the same time. Well, that moved a bit too fast. So I guess at the end of the stream we will be able to say that we actually um, upgraded the character. We upgraded the wall, the tiles for the wall. We fixed 2 or 3 bugs. That's not bad for 1 2 hour stream, right? Not every day that I can say that I was able to do that. I do hope that next stream will be a bit more interactive again, because I don't mind streaming while nobody's watching, of course. That's why I started, otherwise I would not have done it. But I do kind of like the interaction. You guys are such awesome listeners and such awesome chatters. I love having you guys in my stream, so that's why I'm a little sad that it's quiet right now. I know you guys are all busy, and everybody usually is, so that's understandable. Don't worry about it. It's just Yeah, I wish it to be a little bit more interactive. That's all. So let me see, because now all of these are. I'll put one in, and I will just make a prefab out of this because this is too much work to do that every time. So let me put one in the prefabs folder. There we go. Boom. Called candle wool. I will rename this to just candle wool. Wow. Candle wool. That means I can throw out these. And now just put back in the candle wool. Something like that. Snap. This is the gold of snap. Okay, sorry guys, I started to go singing. That's not good. I normally don't do that. I apologize for my indiscretion there. This is the gold of snap. Guess that's what you start to get when I have no interaction. Makes me go nuts. Yeah, I think this is good. No, this is a much better looking um, start of the level. Well, start much better looking uh, canal. If I compare that to the previous one, I'm pretty happy. Now I just need to make sure that my drawbridge fits. So the entire drawbridge should move. And I will probably change that railing a little bit, stop it a little earlier. Did so much work making that railing, and now I'm gonna delete it most likely. That left railing, this one. Is that this one? Am I saying that correctly? Yeah, it might go, but at least this left part of it, because I don't know if I will like having that, because it's different. Especially with the reflection now, I really am liking my new wall. What do you guys think? Is it an improvement, or did I just go stupid and make it completely bad? Here's a desperate attempt for me to get you guys to talk again. Please talk, please. Somebody help me out here. Oh well. Yeah, this is a much better wall. This looks 10 times better. Uh, I did already have some houses here in there. Hey, AZ, you're still here. Oh, thank you, thank you. You're making my day for talking again. It was so quiet. What do you think? Is this an improvement over the walls I had before, or do you think it's worse? I really value any of your opinions because I still feel like I am not great at this, but I'm doing my best and trying to make it better. I think what I made is an improvement. Not 100% sure how much of an improvement, but yeah, it looks much more lively now than those very clean bricks that I would never see in Amsterdam, in my opinion. and it would probably mean that I have to upgrade the this part also. But maybe I'm wrong with that. I could still have also a part maybe where this stops. This stop. Uh, yeah, how should I call it? Yeah, it was a bit simple, right? So if I remove after a while um, this little walking bridge that stops cars from falling into the canal, basically, then I could get away with putting that this railing here and start from there. But it also means my drawbridge needs to come a little bit up. That will mean a lot of rework. Should have thought this over a little bit. Should probably have put this somewhere in a testing thing in Sprite to make it look all together. Anyway, it's not too terrible. We have some things that could work in there. The bakery I can turn on. Let's see how it looks if I put it on. Where the heck is it? Bakery? Hello? Where are you? Yoo-hoo. Sure, I have it somewhere. It's missing its sprite, that's why. Then I don't turn that one on. Maybe the building's one. Missing sprite, okay. Yeah, I have to put them myself again, because I made them, I took them out of A sprite, because that basically was blocking my entire Unity from working. Well, pretty happy with the results so far today. That new wall is really looking much better. We have an animation that works, so let me check that one more time. The running works. Still not entirely happy with how the drawbridge is working, because that doesn't work the way it should. At least I can walk on the bridge. Probably have to jump now, because otherwise I'll fall through. Oh, I don't. Oh, that's good. And because this bridge is now open, I cannot walk on it. I can walk over and I can jump through. Yay! That's how I get rid of my dad. Anyway, so yeah, this part looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. The water reflection is still very nice, and it looks now even better, I think, with this wall. It's a little higher, so that probably means I'm gonna have to work a little bit on the rest of the things. But for now, let me take out the brick walls. The brick walls are too simple, like we already figured out. Let me duplicate these and move those all the way to the other side. Basically gonna end up somewhere there. The other ones are gonna end up that doesn't work. Here I cannot snap. So it's gonna have to come till there. On the other side, let me check. That sort of snaps against it. And when I look at my collider, I might have to go up even a little bit more. Yeah, just a tad. There we go. Well, I can check where it is. Minus 4906. That should be what I put in there. So there we go. there, or is this just the line that I have of wait up 4907? Yeah, that makes it move down. 8. Now it's exactly on the water, I think. And yep, it really probably means that I have to put my drawbridge up higher. Then I'm gonna have to figure out if I'm gonna want to do that from the bottom, I guess. It's easiest. And I'm gonna have to make this also much more detailed, because it also will not look that clean. Well, it was a good lesson, right, to do this in pixel art now, so that we saw that the detailing needs to be up much more, and then we will get something that looks actually nice. Do I have any of the buildings that I can put in there? I have the bakery right here, but we already established that that is a bit too much forward, like coming from the top. We will not have that, so we will have to flip this a little bit. Anything else? I have a building. Yeah, that has no detail at all. I didn't do anything with that, so stop it. So this should go to the 64 also. Uh, full rect. Just to have a little bit of an idea. And yeah, this one also needs 10 times more detail. Shadowing, a little bit of 3D effect, stuff like that. Textures in the wall. But to have an idea of what it would look like if that's also in there. Still applying? What the hell? Oh, that took forever. Okay, so these can go out because basically they will not be used anymore. Let's put in building 1. So let's put it there. We'll probably have a street in between. So my camera will have to zoom out to see anything of that building. Oh my goodness. And now it's also, I guess, way too big because the bridge. I guess I'm really bad at these textures so far. Can be that it's bigger than the bridge, but that much bigger, I'm not sure. Well, that I will have to test and make, probably make an A sprite level where I put in all the elements, then put them next to each other to see what works. Fake the water. I don't have to see actual reflection in that, and just maybe some of you guys know this. I see a lot of times. I see people who make pixel art. When they post some pixel art, they have this always with this like reflection in the bottom. I don't know if they just do it themselves or they use a program that makes it look like that, because that does look very interesting. If any one of you guys know, I would love to know how people usually do it and if it's a standard thing or not at all. Okay, well, I took a first step in going next level with the textures. The most part of the bridge is fine. I will not touch that. The bottom part, it's not fine. It needs some retouching. Needs to come higher. Um, those little boxes need to be improved. I have my work cut out for me on the next times. But we're improving bit by bit. This building will go out because for now it's not yet what we want. I said it will go out. There we go. Hope I didn't remove anything else there. So, I've been streaming for longer than I was supposed to. I'm pretty happy with where we got today. Still a lot of work to be done, which is fine. I didn't expect to be done yet. Thinking I'm gonna just raise the entire drawbridge so that it actually is where it's supposed to be, like there. Maybe even a little lower. The thing is, with that entire thing, I have to go all the way up to see. Now that is perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, so that means, and you already see it now, my drawbridge needs to become higher. It's now floating in the air. We don't want it to do that. So that is something I'm going to have to be working on for one of the next times. I'm going to look at the railing to see if I want to keep it like it is or want to change it. I'm going to see if I want to change that floor to look more like what we have now. So I might have to take this out and leave it like the ones they have here. So this floor probably will stay, and that will the darker line will go. Um, yeah, it's quite a lot of things to do. I'm happy where we went. I'm gonna probably stop right now, and I already know where I want to take you guys. I hope you are ready to join me in visiting Acer Ash, who is an amazing pixel artist. Um, I hope I have everything muted when I go to see the stream, but let me wait. I don't have it muted, so I will mute. Yep. Otherwise, you guys will hear his sound already before we go. Let's go. Slash raid Acer Ash. I hope I wrote that correctly. Yeah, I did. Did I? Yes. Except for the capital S, but okay. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really enjoyed that. We had quite some progress. I'm happy with that. So yeah, let's let's see about the next time, and hope you guys will join me again. Thank you very much, and please consider joining the Discord, watching me on Twitter if you don't already, and if you ever have your Amazon Prime available and you want to maybe um, subscribe to me, please consider me. I would be very thankful, and the channel would be very much helped. Thank you guys. So here we go. Getting ready to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Have fun.